Hello dear students, welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. So guys, I have decided to give you a new topic as well as a new content to you so that you can use this particular resource and ultimately you make your journey very easy for the GATE and ESE examination. So guys, today I will tell you about what are the best resources which you can use for the question part for GATE and ESE examination. And no doubt this particular question is very famous in the market, as well as a lot of students are generally asking me from where I can practice more number of questions so that I can do my more time in the question part. Because we know that guys, the learning, the concept is not the only thing. You need to apply it also in the question. Then only you can understand the concept. Otherwise, it is always incomplete for you, right? So that's why guys, you need to know what are the best resources which you have for your GATE and ESE examination question practice. Okay, so in this particular session guys, first we will discuss what are the various resources we have from where we can practice the question, and at the same time I will tell you the subject wise books also so that you can prepare the question from the reference book also. Okay, and whether it is required for the GATE examination, whether it is required for ESE examination, and I will tell you about that also. Okay, so please hit the like button and please share this particular session to other students also guys, so that everyone can join the session. And please write guys if my audio and video is perfect, or if you find any issue, please let me know. Okay, so let's begin this particular session guys in detail. So those who are new over here guys, let me tell you about myself. My name is Krishna Yadav and I'm teaching from last 9 years guys, and I have done my masters from IIT Roorkee. I mentored almost 20,000 plus students for various examination, and generally these are the subjects in which I deal. But today guys, I will tell you about all the subjects which I have referred for my GATE examination, as well as you have to also refer guys so that you can practice more number of questions for GATE and ESE. Okay. Now, first of all guys, what are the various resources which we have for the GATE examination? That is GATE examination and the ESE examination is important for us, right? So the first one is basically your PYQ. You know that guys, the PYQ, previous year problem, is the core reference part which you can use for your practice, right? So you can use any of the PYQ book or PYQ paper for the GATE and ESE examination, right, for your practice, right? Understood? Okay. Now if you talk about guys the second portion, which is basically your test series. So you know that guys, generally you are trying to refer the subject wide test series as well as you are trying to refer the full mock test. So first try to give the subject wide test series so that you can understand whether I am strong in this particular subject or not. So that's why guys, you need to give with the subject wise test series first, then go with the full mock test in the last of the complete practice. Or you can say that guys, when you have only 1 or 2 months is left, so you can go with the full mock test also. If we talk about the third resource, that is basically your reference book. So what are the standard reference book which you need to refer for the GATE and ESE examination, that I will tell you about it, right? And if we talk about the fourth resource guys, that is also important, and it may be possible some of you know about it, and it may be possible some of you don't know about it. That is basically NAPTEL quiz question or NAPTEL assignment question, which you get as a free PDF which is available on the Google. So guys, in this particular question, which is basically NAPTEL quiz questions, you may get true or false type question, you may get MCQ type question, you may get MSQ type of question also, right? As well as numerical answer type question also. So there are a lot of variation guys which is available in this particular type of quiz questions, which is available on the Google, and it is free all of you, right? So you can use it for your reference purpose. But the question is, okay sir, I can understand we can use these type of resources, but there is one more thing guys which you need to understand. You need to understand the filling approach. What is filling approach? How I can utilize these questions for my concept building and for boosting my preparation. So let me explain it once. Okay, my audio is perfect now. Tell me guys, my audio is perfect. Wait a second, just let me check it. Yes, the audio is perfect. Okay. Okay, now do you know that guys, what is basically filling approach? How you can increase the accuracy and how you can boost your concept? Let me tell you about it. So guys, let us suppose if you have one question, what is basically structure? Okay, just imagine if you have a very basic question, what is basically structure? What is structure? What is structure? And let us suppose while preparing your concept or while learning the subject, you don't know what is basically structure. We are just discussing in a general way, right? Let us suppose guys, if you don't know about what is basically structure and still you want to solve that particular question which was asked in PYQ, but you haven't studied that particular topic. So how I can do it, sir? So guys, in that particular case, what you need to do, you need to go with the reference book first. Listen very carefully and it will be very beneficial for you. You need to go with the reference book. Okay. Try to mark this particular topic on the reference book. Your reference book will have this particular topic, guys, whatever standard book you are using. So in that standard book, you need to mark that particular topic like this. Okay. After marking that particular topic, guys, you need to refer the question which is related to this. So you have lot of question which is related to that topic in the reference book itself, like a solved numerical, some are unsolved numerical also, right? So you need to refer the question also, guys, and try to make that particular content is the part of your main content, or you can say that in your notebook. Okay, so try to copy all these data which you have learned over here, right, and try to write it down into your notebook. So this is nothing as this is basically filling approach, so that you can fill your concept and you can increase your accuracy in our upcoming examination, as well as you are able to understand, guys, a new concept which you don't know about it, right? So that should be you have to follow in this particular case. And similarly, guys, whatever question you are trying to solve, whether it is from source A, B, C or D, again you may find some of the question which you don't know about it. So again, guys, you need to use that particular data and try to make that particular content is the part of your notebook, so that it will boost your concept, it will increase your confidence, it will increase your knowledge also. Okay, so that you can crack your exam with a good marks and good rank also. Understood? It is crystal clear to all of you. Tell me, guys, yes or no? Tell me yes or no? Tell me, guys, yes or no? It is crystal clear to all of you or not? Okay. Now, guys, if we talk about what are the various standard book which we have to use in case of GATE examination and ESE examination. Very nice, Tushar. Very nice, Pavan. So what are the standard books should I need to use so that I can go with an individual part? So I think these type of question will be there in your mind, guys, whether I have to use the standard book or not for the GATE examination, whether I have to solve the problems of standard book or not. So these type of question may come in your mind, guys. So let me clear it and you will understand it in detail. Okay, so we will discuss one by one the subject wise things over here, guys, and let's see what are they basically. So guys, these are the best books which I have written over here for your practice purpose, right? And I will explain it once again, guys, whether you have to go with for the GATE examination or not, or for ESE examination or not. Let's understand one by one. So first of all, guys, when you are trying to use any kind of books or reference book for your practice purpose, you need to first focus over the examination pattern. You know that, guys, your examination pattern will have more weightage for the environmental engineering, for soil mechanics. So definitely the more number of question will be there from these type of topic or these type of subjects. So as per your practice, as per your syllabus and as per your weightage consideration, you need to choose that particular subject only first for practice from the reference book which have more weightage in your examination. Getting my point? So that's why, guys, if you are giving the GATE examination, if you are giving the ESE examination, first you need to understand what are the weightage of different subject which we are having in our examination. Okay, so let's understand, guys. The first one is basically your environmental engineering, right? I will discuss one by one each and everything. Okay. So if we talk about, guys, environmental engineering, you know that, guys, this environmental engineering is a very vast topic in which water supply engineering and wastewater engineering is there. So you need to follow SK Garg part 1 and part 2. But let us suppose if I am giving the GATE examination and if I am giving the ESE examination at the same time, whether it is prelims examination or your mains examination, right? We are talking about both of the things, right? Whether it is prelims or it is mains. So guys, if you are preparing for GATE or ESE examination and you want to practice more number of questions after completing this, listen carefully guys, after completing PYQ, after completing your test series part for subject wise topic, then you can come to the standard reference book only. Okay. Okay, and the last one is basically your NAPTEL quiz question. So let us suppose guys, right now I want to practice more number of questions from the environmental engineering. So you need to refer the SK Garg part 1 and part 2. Now, can I use this particular book for the GATE examination as well as ESE examination for practice? Yes, definitely you have to do it. Why? Because guys, the weightage of this subject is very high, as well as in GATE examination almost 10 to 12 marks you may get from the environmental engineering itself, as well as in ESE prelims you may get some question which is related to the conceptual part, which is related to the theoretical part. So guys, you need to refer this again. As well as if we talk about the mains examination guys, for the mains examination you need to solve some conventional question. So again, the conventional question or the reference for the conventional question you can take from the standard book itself, which is basically our SK Garg part 1 and part 2. Santhu, I am good. I hope you are also good. Yes, after a very long duration, we are here. So guys, I have written why. That means you need to refer the book, which is basically environmental engineering for GATE as well as ESE examination. Clear? Now, if we talk about guys, and you know that guys, in SK Garg part 1 and part 2, you may get a lot of objective question, PYQ of ESE examination, PYQ of AS examination, as well as conventional question is also there. So that's why this particular book is very nice for the environmental engineering portion. Okay, you can use this. Now, if we talk about guys, the soil mechanics and foundation engineering, Gopal Ranjan. Yes, definitely guys, if you use it, you may get some of the question is directly asked in the GATE examination. They are trying to put some of the question directly from this particular book. So please refer this particular book for the GATE examination as well as ESE examination, because it is necessary for your practice purpose, right? If you practice more from these type of book guys, then definitely your concept as well as confidence will get boosted. Okay. Now guys, if we talk about the fluid mechanics part, machinery part, and you know that guys, one more portion is there, that is basically OCF. So sometime you may get confused, sir, from where I need to solve the question for FM portion, OCF portion and machinery part. Okay, you know that guys, the machinery part is important in case of ESE, not in much important in case of GATE, but OCF and the fluid mechanics, fundamental of fluid mechanics is important for the GATE examination, right? So listen guys, basically if you are trying to practice the FM portion, try to refer one book which is basically the 1000 Problems by S.K. Subramaniam, in which all three parts are there, that is basically FM, machine and OCF. You may get all the type of question in this particular book, which is S.K. Subramaniam. These are the book which is required for practice, not for theoretical part. Understood? We are not discussing for the theory part. These books are required for the practice purpose. Now again guys, if we talk about the GATE examination and ESE examination, yes, it is required because you may get a lot of variation in the question in the GATE examination also from FM part, right? So that's why guys, you need to refer this particular book for practice for GATE as well as ESE examination. Okay. Abhinav Pandey, why you not taking the class in AJ Vaishnav? That segment has separated. Due to that reason, I am not able to take the classes. Okay, Abhinav. But whatever doubt you have, I can clear it over here, right? And you can join my session on YouTube also if you want. Okay. Now these are the prime subject guys in which the reference book are very important, as well as it is required for the GATE as well as ESE examination. You can see here guys, environmental engineering, soil mechanics and FM. But one more subject is there in which you need to solve the book, which is basically highway engineering. If we talk about highway engineering guys, the weightage of this subject is again very high in case of GATE examination as well as ESE examination, you know that. So you can use Khanna and Jasto to solve the problem, right? And try to use the solved numerical only. Do not go with the unsolved numerical, because if you are trying to solve the unsolved numerical, guys, it will take a lot of time to solve it. Okay, so first try to prefer to complete the solved numerical, in which the solution is already there, so that you can match your solution whether you are going wrong or right. Okay, so please try to follow. Very nice. Thank you so much, Abhinav. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your feedback. So guys, basically highway engineering, you can use the Khanna and Jasto book, in which you may get all the type of numerical variation of the numerical also. And yes, you have to refer for the GATE examination as well as ESE examination. So these are the 4 subject, guys, for which at least you have to solve the problem for the GATE examination, at least for the GATE examination, right? Which one are there? Environment, soil and FM, as well as highway. But if we talk about strength of material, structure analysis, RCC, steel structure, you know that, guys, these are nothing as these are basically a numerical subject. So if you have numerical subject and you are able to solve the PYQ, all the PYQ which you have completed, so you are able to understand all the concepts, right? So it is not required go with the same type of questions in your structure part, right? Whether it is strength of material, structure analysis, RCC and design of steel structure. Okay, but let's understand, guys, if you want to solve it, still you want to solve it, so let me tell you the reference book so that you can understand, in which case I need to refer this particular book. Okay, thank you, Abhinav. Thank you so much. Now listen, guys, these are the 4 subjects. Please remember these 4 subjects: environment, soil, FM. I'm marking a star over here, guys, which you can use for your reference. These are must, right? These particular books are must for your practice for GATE and ESE, right? Now if you talk about, guys, strength of material, so for strength of material, for practice purpose, you can use the BC Punamya, because you may get lot of numerical in it. But for the GATE examination, it is not required to give more time on the reference book for the SOM part, right? It is not required. But if you are giving the mains examination, right, mains examination or ESE prelims examination, please try to solve some more numerical from that particular book, so that you may have some confidence and you will get a new type of variation of question also. Okay, so yes, it is required for the mains examination. For GATE examination, it is not required. Don't use this particular, means don't practice the question from the reference book. Try to complete it from your PYQ, test series and NAPTEL quiz only. Okay, now if you talk about, guys, structure analysis, now there is one book which is basically RC Hibbeler. You may get RC Hibbeler in CGS unit also and SI unit also, but you need to purchase one book which is basically RC Hibbeler in SI unit. So you may get, guys, this particular book also in SI unit. Okay, so if you take it, right, if you take it, you will get lot of concepts as well as a lot of new type of problem in that particular book, right? And the single book is a Bible for the structure analysis, right? At the same time, guys, if you go with the mains part, you can use the Ramamutham also, which is basically S Ramamutham. So again, guys, if you are giving the GATE examination, no, it is not required to have a reference book or to solve the problem by using a reference book for the GATE examination. But guys, if you are giving the mains exam, yes, it is required. Yes, it is required. Okay, now let's understand, guys, the RCC portion. So basically RCC will have 2 content. One is reinforced cement concrete and second is your pre-stress concrete part. So guys, if we talk about the RCC, which is basically our design of reinforced cement concrete portion, you can use Pillai and Menon for this particular thing, right? Pillai and Menon for the practice purpose. And if you want to follow the pre-stress concrete portion, then you need to use the Krishna and Raju book, right? In Krishna and Raju book, you may get the pre-stress part. So please try to refer these 2 books for the design of concrete structure. But again, guys, for the GATE examination, we know that we are getting a numerical portion which we can solve, or we can understand the concept by solving the PYQs and the test series part. Okay, so for the GATE examination, no, it is not required, but for mains examination, yes, it is required. So if you are giving the mains examination, please try to solve the problem from this particular book again. Okay, now if you talk about, guys, the next subject, which is steel structure, you know that, guys, the steel structure is having very least weightage in the GATE examination, like 2 to 4 mark, right? and sometime one question is always fixed from the plastic analysis, right? So that means 2 mark is already done. Now only 2 mark is remaining, in which the connection may be there, like, or your tension member, compression member. So these type of topic will be there in remaining 2 marks. Okay, so what you can do, guys, you can use the SK Duggal part, SK Duggal, which is based upon limit state of design. Please remember, guys, this particular point. There are 2 type of book in the market. One is a limit state of design by SK Duggal sir, and one is design of steel structure by SK Duggal sir. So you need to use a limit state of design by SK Duggal sir, right? Now listen, guys, in this particular case, again, for the GATE examination, the steel structure book is not required. But if you are giving the mains examination, try to solve the conventional question from it, because yes, it is necessary. You may get the variation of question from the tension member, compression member in your examination, right? So please refer this particular book for the mains examination, not for the GATE examination. Understood? Okay. Are you able to understand, guys? Please let me know, yes or no. Please let me know, guys, quickly. Okay, let's move to the next part, guys, which is basically another subjects which we are having, like surveying, hydrology, and very small subjects. But you need to understand, guys, which particular subject is important for ESE and which subject is important for GATE. Let's understand it. So guys, if we talk about the surveying part, so in BC Ponemia, you may get a lot of question from the surveying portion, objective question as well as the conventional questions. So guys, for the GATE examination, we know that the weightage is very less, like 3 to 5 marks. So you can ignore this particular book for your practice for GATE examination. But if you are giving the mains examination, guys, then you need to refer it, right? For mains examination, it is required, but for GATE examination, it is not required. If you talk about hydrology, you know that, guys, the hydrology will have weightage of 2 to 3 marks in the GATE examination. So if you are able to solve the PYQ, then it is done, right? It is not required to have the reference book for our practice purpose. So try to neglect this particular book for the GATE examination. But again, guys, if you are giving the mains examination, yes, it is required. Yes, it is required. Now, guys, till now, you know that the maximum number of subjects which we have discussed, in all the subjects, I have suggested to try to solve the question for the mains examination. But guys, there are certain subjects are also there which you need to neglect in mains examination also. So let me tell you about it. So guys, if we talk about the irrigation part, irrigation, SK Garg, right? It is not required for GATE as well as ESE. Don't use the numerical or don't use the any type of practice from this type of reference book. Why? Because the weightage is very less, as well as you can practice more number of questions from your PYQ itself, right? Either it may be your conventional PYQ or it may be your objective type of PYQ. You can refer it and ultimately that particular part can be done, right? And it is not required to have this particular reference book and try to solve the question for the irrigation engineering, because the weightage is very less. That is the reason. If we talk about CPM part, guys, CPM part is very simple, because we know that, guys, the CPM part portion is a numerical type of chapter. And you know that, guys, in GATE examination, hardly you may get a question from it. But in ESE examination, you may get the question from this particular portion. But again, guys, for the mains examination as well as the GATE examination, it is not required, right? You can go with the your PYQ portion only. So it is not required in this case. Talk about building material. Now, guys, building material is one of the major subject for ESE Prelims examination as well as mains examination, right? But in GATE examination, the weightage is very less. So you can ignore the reference book, which is SK Duggal, for GATE examination for your practice purpose. But you have to refer it for ESE examination. For ESE examination, you have to refer it. Why? Because we know that, guys, in prelims examination as well as mains examination, the weightage is very high from this subject. So that's why, guys, go with it, which is basically SK Duggal for pre as well as mains. It is required, right? Now, if you talk about, guys, railway engineering, right? If you talk about railway engineering, you can use this particular book, which is Aurora and Saxena. But, guys, it is not required for GATE as well as ESE. You can ignore it. But this is the reference book. If you want to do it, you can do it, right? The next book is, which is based upon airport engineering. So in airport engineering, guys, there is one book which is Subhash C. Saxena. Not required for GATE examination, because you know that the numerical or the question from this particular part will not be there, or generally is not, they are not trying to ask. But if we talk about, guys, mains examination, so there are two type of design which are very important. One is runway design and second is taxiway design. So try to follow these two type of design from airport engineering, and that's for the mains examination, and it is not required above than that, right? So guys, please follow the runway design and taxiway design, that is more than enough. And the last subject is basically engineering mechanics. So guys, you know that engineering mechanics is not in the syllabus of ESC. It is not in the syllabus of ESC, but it is present in the GATE examination, and you know that the weightage is very less, like 2 to 4 marks. And now you know that, guys, the recently added topic is there, which is free vibration portion. So you can practice the question from free vibration part, whatever PYQ is available, and some of the PYQ you can use from mechanical engineering also, right? For engineering mechanics part, like your vibration portion only, right? They have one subject which is known as theory of machine. So I think in that particular subject they have vibration portion. So you can solve the question which is related to the free vibration part only, not the force one. Okay, so that you can have some knowledge how they are trying to ask the question in the GATE examination, right? So there is one book, guys, if you want to refer it, that is basically AK Tayal. But guys, again, for GATE examination, it is not required. It is not required. So tell me, guys, all of you are able to understand what you need to do for your practice purpose, or are you able to say, are you satisfied with this particular content? Tell me yes or no. Are you able to understand from where I am able to solve the various number of questions? If you use all these resources, guys, you have abundant number of questions for you, right? For your practice purpose, right? You can understand it. Tell me yes or no, guys. Yes or no. Okay. So I think all of you are able to understand this particular part. So guys, that's it. So these are nothing as these are basic resources which you have to refer for the GATE and the ESC examination, right? So these are the point, guys, which I want to convey you, and I think all of you are able to understand these points, and you can refer these type of books. Please go with the environment, soil, FM and highway engineering from the reference book, guys. For the GATE examination it is must, but for rest of the subject, guys, it is not required. You can have practice with the PYQ part as well as your as well as your test series portion, right? You can use these two portion only for your rest of the subject for the GATE examination. Clear? Okay, guys, so let's close the session and let's meet in the next session, guys, and we will discuss some new part again, guys. Okay, so thank you so much for joining the session. Please hit the like button and press the bell icon and as well as subscribe our channel also, guys. Okay, so let's close the session, guys, and let's meet in the next session. Bye, guys. Take care. Thank you so much.